arrangement.
Yeah. The next player in alphabetical order is Connor Devlin. Now, I can't start this story without going back to Connor's freshman year. You know, when I came into this program, it was October 1st. I started, the first day was October 1st. We had our first practice October 2nd. And so I was, scrambling. I had gone halfway through William & Mary's fall and then switched jobs and had to restart another fall practice. So the first thing we did on day one, if you guys remember, was we had kind of like a showcase. I knew nothing about a single player on this team. So we worked him out, pro-style workout. Had him take ground balls, had him throw from right field, had him take batting practice, and I basically sat there and evaluated. Coach Horning wasn't here yet, Coach Eckhead wasn't here yet, so me and Shuey were the only ones out there. And Connor, immediately jumped out at you because of some of the tools that he had. He has really good arm strength from right, swung the bat really well, came up with me.
Speed.
What's that?
Foot speed.
Yeah, blazing. There's no question the foot speed was better probably then than it was.
To wait.
But you could tell that Connor had tools that he had a chance to be a pretty good college player. Now, as we went through that whole first year, Connor's I'm not sure where Connor was on some days. He was always great attitude, great kid. He was working, just kind of out there. And we didn't really talk much. I didn't know much about him because, again, I'd just gotten here. And I think at the end of your first year, we sat down and talked, and I just said, look, you got to lock in. You got to be focused every day, and you got to work hard every day, and you got to be prepared every day. Well, the good news is Connor took that conversation and ran with it, because for the next 3 years he's been in the lineup quite a bit and played quite a bit for us, because he did. That switch went on. He kind of figured it out. I think he admitted he came from a high school program that didn't necessarily prepare him as well for a college program as some might. But he made that adjustment, and like I said, the day I knew he had made that adjustment was, I don't know if it was your sophomore year or your junior year, where I looked over in the cage and he was actually starting to teach younger players how to hit, the way we try to teach it. And when you see something like that is when you know the light bulb's really gone on for the player that plays for you. And, again, off the field as far as a student and all those things, Connor's been, a leader. And this year was named one of the captains and has done a tremendous job. Kind of behind the scenes, I think, to a certain degree. He pulls guys aside, he talks to them quite a bit, helps them out as much as he can, and has certainly, been an example for what we want to try to do in this program as far as on and off the field. But, we always joke, now we can laugh about that first year because it turned out the way it should. But certainly, it's definitely another example, and I think all 8 of these guys will be, of watching someone mature and grow over a 4-year period and getting to see that maturation process and see what they become after 4 years, and then being proud of hopefully the program and the college had something to do with that, but certainly Connor had a lot to do with it as well. So Connor Devlin.